We will see about SCD1 using MD5. Message digest function, what is checksum, how to find checksum, Informatica implementation. SCD1, Informatica mapping, insert, update, reject, some technical part.
This is the actually SCD1 is in SCD there is actually three part SCD1, 2 and 3. Mostly we are using SCD2 because SCD2 having the historical and the new record, right? And SCD1 actually just replacing your previous record with new one. It's not keeping the old one actually. And SCD1, how to create the SCD1 means we have MD5. MD5 we are creating just for unique key concept, right? So that we can update the based on that column. We are creating MD5 based on the multiple columns. So this is the concept of MD5, and the basis of that we are going to update the actual value in our record. If you notice here, there is some information given. I already discussed this type of things. So how to create that things inside our in for PowerCenter. Suppose where we can create. Suppose you want to update something in just like an employee record. You want to update on the basis of some address, city, and other thing, other column. Then you can create the one additional column inside your expression that is called a MD5. That's a checksum. Okay, and basis of that, if suppose that checksum is different from previous column in existing value, then you can update this particular value. Okay.
Yep.
Or in SCD2, similar way, we can just check the value with this, and we have used the update strategy. And based on the update strategy, there is two target we will use there. And suppose this one is not matching, then we are going to insert. If that one is matching, okay, then we're going to go for again once for update the previous record by some kind of code, just a flag, and we add the new record as well, so that we can based on we can search a previous and current both record in SCD2. Here is saying just giving again some overview so that we are on common same page. What is checksum? Checksum actually this is the concept under MD5, right? Checksum is a value used to verify the integrity of a file or a data. Suppose we are sending 5 columns, right? So on the basis of want to update on the basis of 3 columns, then we create the checksum on the basis of MD5 on the basis of 3 columns. We give the name as a checksum. Checksum are typically used to compare two sets. Why is saying just comparing that value? Yeah, this value is something came from a new. When we receive the new file, that value each came as a new or it's old. So on the basis of that, we created a, when we create the MD5, that MD5 uh, indicate us this is the new or this is the old, right? How to find checksum? This Informatica provide the function. There is MD5 is the function inside our Informatica for checksum generation, right? The function returns unique 32 character, means there is a kind of a 0 to number, means there is the whole number, and as well as there is a character. Okay. So unique 32 character string of hexadecimal digit 0 to 9 and A to yeah. These are the two combination of these two character like hexadecimal digit included inside this is automatically generated by Informatica, right? There is an example. This example will replicate inside our Informatica. he was saying, let's just consider a workflow. Load customer tell. There is taken one example: customer ID, name, address, 1, 2, city, state, and zip. Right. Then again, he created another column checksum a number. Right. So, which generated from legacy mainframe system, any new customer information will insert it, and then any change customer information will be updated, else rejected to Ware file. Right. Note that the source file do not have any indicator to identify the change record. Why saying this things? Because if suppose if any indicator there at source file, then we are not going to use this one, MD5 or checksum com. Yeah, this is the new, or suppose you have updated the zip code, then suppose if any flag came from the source file, then we are not going to use this one, checksum. But this is not possible to give the always, suppose if anything we have updated, then we provide the some flag. Then that concept we are using as a MD5 inside our Informatica, so that we can know, we can compare at by own level. On the basis of that, we can go and update that value particulars in under SCD1. Okay. Apart from this, the customer attribute column, we need to create an additional database table column to store the checksum number. It is 32 hexadecimal value. So add the column to customer table, and the below is the target, right? Kind of this. Okay. Under MD5, this is the function included all column with 5 delimited. Okay, customer name, address, address to city, state, so that we can just compare. If any column is changed, then MD5 checksum number will automatically changed, right? And once if you notice, this is the SQL qualifier, then use the some expressions. Okay, under expression they create the function. After expression they create the lookup. This lookup is based on your existing tables, right? So now find out the record for insert update using the column from the lookup. Okay, they compare on the basis of customer ID, so that they can find the particular that customer. If that customer exists already, then that pick and compare the checksum. Here is, if you see, is no, if you, then again next one, insert concept is what will be the insert concept. If support that customer ID is not exist in your current tables, right, in target table, then that will go for insert, else will go for update. This is the concept. The same thing I will go, and other one is reject. So we'll use this one. How to handle? We'll use the router. Here, how many transformation we are going to use? First one is the SQL qualifier. It's already we have pulled the source value. Then again we are using the expression. Okay. Then we are going to use lookup. After lookup, we just use the your either filter or routers. Okay. We can use any of them. And but if you are want to use like two target, then we go for routers. Okay. If you notice here, they use the router for update, insert, and reject. Default, suppose default means that record is going for reject. After router transformation is added, the mapping looks like in below image kind of. Okay. Let me open my system here. Just I'm trying to replicate so that we understand technical things as well. Okay, you understand this concept, right? Why, suppose if anyone asks like how to handle that SCD1 and 2, they you can just explain like this. Yeah, suppose we read the data from the source, and after that we just compare. We know how many means which columns can be changed every day. Yeah, every times. Then on the we include that column, or if you know don't know, then we can add in under MD5 all columns except a unique ID, right? Then on the basis of then suppose if any column is changed, then it will be to automatically know that column will change and will update. Suppose here if you notice in expression they using this one checksum, and in lookup we are using the customer ID comparing, and again in lookup also we are using the checksum so that we can compare, and both column we pick in router, and in router we added that condition kind of, yeah, this one. First condition for a blindly we are going to insert, suppose if customer ID is null, means that customer is not exist. But when that condition, if customer is exist, right, then that condition we are checking the checksum number is not equal to lookup. That one also, suppose if not equal to, then we are going to update actually. Got it? This is the concept, and after router we are going to use this is insert and updates. Insert after router we are directly go for insert in target, and if any found in update strategy, then you are going to update. I think before update strategy I will explain later, but here I will just provide you some in here, because there is uh, expression already I discussed. This one is lookup already I was explained. Router is also explained. Only update strategy what pending. Later I will explain. But yeah, in this example means SCD1 using the all mostly most of the transformation inside SCD1 and the 2 they are using. So I'm explain. Okay. Later I will share the document today, and I will explain later so that we are aware how to use the update state. But yeah, just both transformation means this transformation lookup router and your uh, this one update strategy, they are mostly used in Informatica, means mostly like regularly, means every mapping we can get like this one. Let me open. Okay, creating new mapping. I say yum SCT1. Okay, and opening database as well, so that can just check the source and target. On the basis of that, first we are going to insert. Let me check how many previous records. Router transformations already. Okay, I'm going to use the source. Source is info source, employee and department. Okay. So I will take a employee table and I will update after when I need. Uh, I will do when I replicate this change. Okay. So first, as a source, I will take a source and just replicate it. This is the source. After that, I will take expression transformations. Okay. So you can take the expression transformation. Where is going next? This is the expressions and write the name exp. Let's go std1. Okay. Select all and will take the all columns. Okay. So now we'll go to and create the MD5. Okay. I will add a new port. Under new port, just make as output port, and will provide the data type size is 32, and I will go in here. If you notice, there is multiple functions, right? So I will go in functions, all functions. There is MD5. If you notice here, there is MD5 is given, right? If you want to read the MD5 more details in Informatica PowerCenter, then you can click here as a help, okay? And they can provide exact things how to use and okay. MD5 is given, calculate the checksum of the input value. The function uses message digest algorithm. Okay. 5. MD5 is one way cryptographic hash function with 128-bit hash value. You can include that input value. Values are different when the checksum of the input values. Okay. Of the different. Use MD5 to verify data integrity. So always we are using for data integrity perspective and are going to compare this kind of things. Okay. The value is that suppose any value comes as an argument required optional, right? String or binary data type value for which you want to calculate checksum. The case of the input value affect the return value. For example, like this. Return value unique 32 character string of hexadecimal digit 0 to 9 A to F, which already I was explained, right? Null if the input is a null value, right? Suppose if there is no value came from your source file, then it will be null. Suppose you are passing the null, then return also would be null. Okay. So now we are going to use the MD5 and under MD5 we are just here is our port. The employee number is our unique. So we are going to change we are compare from the employee name. Employee name we are just taking. Suppose if anyone wants to change their name because most probably that someone is going in higher education or something they want to change. So we most possibility there. So where you know the possibility in real time, then you can add that those columns, right? So I will add MD5 and after that in pipe delimited column, yeah. Then job again like suppose manager also change, then I will add that column. Except employee number, I will add most of the columns, right? Hire date, salary may also change, okay, and the department also will be changed, okay. Then can validate. Once validate, the expression is passed perfectly, okay. And here you can provide the name like checksum so that you can aware about, right? Done. This is the first one. After that, suppose we are going to build at the SCD1, then we need to check the lookup, means existing record. Suppose if any tables, let me open this one, database, so that I can explain this is the which table I am going to use. Okay, this is the load table. Let me open the target. I will going to use this one, EMP load data, right? Or I need to create. Okay, this is the load table. I will use these tables. Okay, so based on that I will create the lookup. Okay, and let me create the lookup. I have 1 second. I'm just opening my employee table as well. Info source. Okay, info source, there is employee table. Select star from EMP. Okay, there is a total 14 columns there. Okay, got it. And in target there is uh, 3 values. Already 3 values is there. Suppose if anything changes, then we can update. So let me start the valuation. First time I will use this table. First time I will truncate. Then yeah, in let me later I will explain. After this, I will use the lookup. Lookup, why are going to use lookup table? Because we just check the this employee number is already there in our table or not. For this perspective, I will use the lookup tables. Okay. So I'm going to take the lookup LKP underscore SCD1. Okay. Here is coming. You can just give the target already. Because I need most of the columns. Okay, so I selected, and for employee table I will use the employee table as a employee table. I will put as a input in here, and condition I will provide here employee number as a this one. Okay, and uh, employee number I will give as a input, so that we aware about, yeah, this is the input employee number. Okay, okay, all are the returns. Now I will add another columns like checksum, so that checksum, checksum, and I will provide them, and then I will give the okay, or not it kind of this, right? And if you notice here, there is two things in customer. First checksum I was done here like MD5, right? Now create the lookup transfers to customer ID and checksum from the target table. Use the lookup condition, this. Okay, the in condition, first one I compare the employee table. Now I will create the checksum here as well, so that we can use, right? So I will then here no options, so I will go and create a your SQL queries, right? Let me MD5 here. So the target tables. Okay. I will copy most of the columns, salary, commission, and department. Okay. Hmm. Employee name, MD5, e-name, and a job. Let me check this one is working or not. And this expressions needs where this one is used in lookup. Now output record insert update using, let use the lookup. Okay. They are using inside Informatica. Let's start this one function and expression as shown in the below image. In lookup, checksum number. Okay. So I will checksum as string. Here is using customer ID and checksum number. Okay, there is only two columns, right? So I need only two columns and the rest will use any checksums. So this one I will write inside your. So you can write here because suppose if any so did not require, then you can add here. Okay. There is some built-in function you can use like this, and mapping variable, mapping parameters. Okay. So I will use this one, Polish employee, select key name. Let me write the query here in database, and once they execute it properly. So first column is required is employee number, right? EMP number and EMP name, job, comma MGR, and hire date, hire date, salary, and commission, and DPT, DPT, okay. These are the columns we'll use inside your lookup, and in the lookup we write the queries like this. Okay. and here lie hash, so that hash empno. Then use MD5 here. Employee number is alias I given, then employee name. Okay, just the same way we can use remove the here job and five hire date, okay, salary and the commissions. Same column on the basis of same column. We'll use this one. Okay. Let me check this one is working or not. Here is not working, but let's see inside. I checksum. I will add here. Okay, and basis of that I will update the port. Actually first port I was given employee number. Rest I will remove. Okay, and I will add the checksum only. Checksum. Checksum is second port. Okay. Employee number is 4. Now after this, once you compare this employee number, then I will go and validate the use the router, right? Router, under router I will pick most of the all columns like this. Now find the insert update. This is the three group I will create: insert, update, and the other ones reject. Reject like default group, right? So I will pick both of the column, both from here. Sorry, I pick the joiner. I need the router transformations. Click here, then here. I will pick most of the columns from here. Then from here I will pick only two columns, right? So that I can compare basis of that employee number one is lookup number. Okay. So I will just rename LKP employee number. So first condition would be like this one. Okay, we will just validate this employee number is coming from lookup. If suppose this employee number is null, means that will be the case that if employee is not exist in our uh, this table, target table. So we are going for insert or and checksum. We'll just check if suppose that checksum is not equal to, then we can just sure this one is new. Also we are going to insert. If suppose this one is matching, then we are not going to insert anything, we just update, right? No, put to group, one sec. Checksum LKP. Okay. All are okay. Now, now we are going to create the group, new group. New group first would be same, similar like whatever we have discussed is null. So here we are just first condition will give just employee number, insert update. So this is the insert actually, and the condition would be given like lookup table import each null condition. Is null condition we just given this one. Suppose lookup employee table is null. Okay, so that first condition would be like this. In that case, we are going to default insert, and the second group for update, we write that condition. uh, Condition I will write like this. Suppose null both condition, right? Uh, Import each null, lookup employee each null, and checksum, and checksum is not equal to this one. Okay, so this checksum not equal to lookup checksum. Okay, so we validate these expressions and add. Okay. A default would be if both condition is not matching, then we are going to change. Okay, so now after this there is the group we have created. So based on that, first insert will go always default. Let me just arrange like, okay, till router. So I'm going to use an target table so that I can go for insert, and this is the load. Okay, insert, insert. Okay, so I will, yeah, I will add, I will add this port to insert column. Let me, second column employee name. I will, here is just link the column which one you need, right? So I'm just adding the job name, sorry, job name and job to job. Just link the appropriate column to related columns. This one is incorrect. There. Commission and department. I will tag till department number. two columns also. I'm going to okay. Now my mapping is showing valid. So next step is this is the insert is normally we are going to insert, right? But when suppose this one is already exists that record, right? It's not null, okay? And checksum is not valid. Then we are going to update. Then that time we are going to use the update strategy for update the existing record. So I'm trying to just explain the update strategy as well. Update upt just scd1. This is the update strategy transformation. Under update strategy, there is multiple things.
Thanks for watching our channel ARBP Cloud Technologies.